Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make a bunch of fruits, and these are great for decoden, for necklaces, bracelets, earrings, cakes, cupcakes, and everything you can imagine that has fruits in it. So let's just get right into it. So the first fruit I'm going to show you how to make is a little raspberry, and this is what the finished product looks like. So yeah. So as you can see, I've already done all the steps, but you just want to roll a thin snake, and you want to be really thin. You want to just take a bit off, roll into a ball, like that. And you're just going to end up with a bunch of these. Always make a little more than you think you'll actually need, because you're actually going to end up using a little more than you think you'll actually need. So now I'm taking a ball of red clay and just sort of kind of just roll into a ball and flatten the bottom like this and pinch the top a little bit like that. And I always want to use red clay instead of scrap clay, because a little bit of the red clay might actually show, and it would be sort of awkward if through the raspberry you just saw like some gray and blue and yellow, so you know what I mean. Now take your piece of clay and just sort of press it onto the little balls that you've made. Make sure it's completely covered when you're done. Okay, so now I have something that looks like this, and you want the entire raspberry to be covered, even the top, the bottom, the sides, and everything. And it's okay if you squish it a little bit, because it naturally just looks a little bit squished. So now we're going to move into an apple. For this, I'm using some white clay. We'll still obviously need some red clay and some brown for the stem. So taking a bit of the white, I'm just going to roll into a ball like this, and I'm going to take a bit of the red clay and flatten it out really thin. So it looks somewhat like this, and you'll want it very thin because apple peels are not thick at all, and you'll just want to wrap the white clay with this. So now I have something that looks like this, and now you just want to take some tweezers, or you can just use a blade or a ruler, and I'm just going to make a few indents on the top and bottom that look like that. So now I'm just taking a bit of brown clay and rolling it into a log, and I am also flattening it so it looks more like a stem, and it's very thin and just kind of flat. And to blend it in, make sure it stays, I'm just using my blade and sort of blending it with the rest of the apple. So that's what that looks like. And now you may be wondering, why the heck do we put white inside the apple if all we're going to show is the red? If you want to make it look like there has been a bite in the apple, you can just carve out a circle of clay and you'll get the white inside, and there's that. Now we're making orange. So first take some of your orange clay and roll it into a perfect ball, because oranges are very perfect, they're very round, and they don't have any like mistakes in them. And now I'm taking a wire and I bent it in half, and this is going to be my little poking tool, and you just want to use this to poke holes in the orange like I have done so here, and you'll want the holes all around the orange, so this does take quite a while, and bending the wire in half to make it double as fast is a great technique. So yep, and now we're going to make the leaf. Now taking your green clay, I'm just going to flatten mine till it's very thin, and this is going to be the leaf for your orange. And now I'm just going to cut out a little shape of sort of a star, and this is what the orange looks like. So now we're going to make some grapes. So first you just want to take some green clay and roll into a long snake. And now taking this snake, I'm just going to snip off a little bit and make a bunch of little balls that kind of look like peas. And I just have a bunch of them right here. Now taking the rest of the green clay, I'm just going to roll into a ball like this and kind of roll like this so it has a pointy end as well as a flat end. And much like the raspberry, I'm just going to take some of these random balls and just place them on the grape. And to add the stem, it's the same thing as the apple. You just take a bit of brown clay, flatten it, and blend it in with a blade tool, and that's what you get. And now for a strawberry, these are very simple. All you have to do is take some red clay and do the same technique as before, just roll it into a log and get a bunch of different little pieces out. And as for the shape, it's the same as a raspberry. Just pinch the top and flatten the bottom. And now I'm just using the same wire that I used for the orange, and I'm just going to make a few indents in the clay like that. And as for the green clay, I am also rolling it into a very long log, and I'm going to flatten it. And now I'm just cutting slits in the clay, so this is going to be the leaf for the strawberry. So now taking the green clay, I'm just going to wrap it around the red clay like that. And I'm going to sort of blend it up to the top. And that is what the strawberry looks like.